Play conference championship is select. Home you have 4 options. Play full game. Entering team select screen. The Arizona Cardinals, the home team, are selected. Ready.
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Arizona. It's the Panthers and the Cards, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Entering play, onside kick, kickoff left.
To head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56. It's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. Williams now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his 4th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Teams running the football, but in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The first carry now. This is Williams.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. That catch.
Entering play call, cover 6.
Window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Entering play call, Nickel LB Blitz.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, error 7 category, cover 6.
I think doubling
cover 3 bus press.
Because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Entering play call, Tampa 2.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Entering play call, coach suggestion, load block right. Base block right.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he returns this to the 22. Here we go. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him.
Entering play, this package, counter Y.
Game,
this
time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
What a juke into space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Entering play, punch trail. Gun plan, clear, there are 9, formation, concept, there, script, play, keep pass, play action path, do, pass print HD, pa do, pass print HD, pa HD wheel.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Cross-cutting.
Fields off the bootleg.
Square cutting.
That's complete to Justin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Entering play call, do, concept, screen pass, run, inside zone, carry, inside zone split.
The initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Cross button.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3.
Entering play call, inside zone, there are 11, concept, option, quick pass, formation, there are, I form, strong, close, AHB dive, AHB slash FK and pod and around, AHB zone WK, pod key, AHB zone WK.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cross button.
Now a handoff. Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 20.
Entering play call, close, formation, there are 9 categories, concept, there are screen, play action, pass,
On that carry.
pass sprint HB flat,
They did a really nice job standing in
do,
places.
HB wheel.
Any lanes to open up.
Off play action. Fields.
Cross button.
Got it
Two
open.
button.
Finding Jefferson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Entering play concept, play type, there are 9, concept, there are 9, formation, strong, weak, pistol, gun, goal line, Hail Mary, special, single, I form, glow, Pabu flow, putty corner. Cross button.
Just 1 second showing on the play clock. We're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining.
Entering play call, glow, Pabu flow, putty corner, inside zone, flanker drive, AHB leg dive.
They'll try and
For one button.
Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after
Entering play call, close, there, AHB stretch,
Your sequence now. Instead of coming right back,
formation, strong,
you may have to go to the air.
close, AHB dive, AHB slash FK and R, pa and around, AHB zone WK.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams again.
Two button.
He is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 2 man.
Begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's going to get a solid.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
There, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll drop this down to Williams. That catch good for only.
Entering play call, coach cover 6.
The running back.
Cover 6 invert.
To evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 41, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Yes. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams looking for a seam but finding none.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Step and utilizing this position. He's actually utilized more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Entering call to challenge games coaching. Pop-up medical center is selected. Entering injury report screen. 2 rows for call position. Player name no injured players. Cardinals selected. Player name C. Akers. Position HG. Injury type Achilles tear. Injury length out for season. Injury length TBD. Injury type shoulder. Position LT. Player name Arokung. Player name C. Akers. Entering franchise screen, you have 7 options. Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Safe man right.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal.
R2 button.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Entering play call. On plan. Their player. Their formation. Concept. Keep pass. Meet. Opt. Run. Screen. Play action. Post. Sprint HB. Pa HB wheel. Cross button.
Fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Square button.
To the right side
Button.
to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Entering play call. Do. Concept. Formation. Strong. Glow. AHB dive. Pod keep. Pa and around. AHB zone WK.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Cross button.
Now Williams.
Cross button.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Entering play call. Close. You have formation. Player. There are 9 cat. On plan. There are coach suggest. Fit HB wheel. Inside zone.
Giving up a 3-yard
Fit
gain.
HB wheel. Inside zone.
2nd and 7.
Cross button. Circle button.
That one into the hands of
Button.
Max Samuels. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. Wheel spot.
That certainly has to feel good as
AHB stretch.
that the play caller
Double
should
pivot.
get all the credit.
AHB stretch.
In the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Cross button.
On first down, Williams.
R2 button.
Forward at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 55 rushing yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them.
Entering play call. Coach suggests. On plan. Player. There are not. Formation. Strong. Weak. Strong. I form. Flip. Inside. Flanker drive. Inside zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Backs protect. Up. Cross button. Entering play. Inside. AHB stretch.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Backs protect.
throwing the penalty.
Cross-cutting.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down.
Entering play call. Inside zone. Formation. There are 9 concept. Run.
He's as big as they come.
Speed. Play action pass. Sprint HB. Padu sprint H. Padu left.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Triangle button.
This one swung.
Button.
And able to get this down inside.
Entering play call. There are 2 categories. You have 11 options. Padu left is selected.
And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Padu. Pa HB wheel. Cross button.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Panther football to start quarter number 2.
Entering play. Padu.
Coming up.
Pa HB wheel.
On play action, Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Panthers. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 8.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. The throw taken in by Cole. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And
this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Short throw into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Short throw into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Now he's able to take...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. This is taken. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. 9. Double slant, AHD stretch.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now.
Cross button.
About their opportunity.
R2 button.
Fights through and now a crease.
R2 button.
Away at the 35. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 77 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback.
Entering play call, quick slant, inside zone,
you can hear the great coach saying it back there.
AHD inside zone, spot.
And a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Cross button. R2 button.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Entering play call, coach suggests, Y curl. Inside zone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Spacing switch.
there twice in a row.
On plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Formation. Goal line. Gun. Pistol. Weak. Strong. Glock. AH. Hotkey. AHB dive. Cross button.
Fake now Fields.
R1 button. Triangle button.
And he's taken down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually
Entering play call. Formation. Concept. There are screen pass. Run. Screen. Play action. Do. There. Pass sprint HB flat.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Cross button.
Now it's Fields.
Triangle button.
Throw right side, complete.
R2 button.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2 categories. Do. Concept. Screen pass.
And that
Run.
was what they needed there after the sack on first down.
Screen pass. Play action path. Do. Hawaii drag wheel.
Manageable situation. One that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Cross button.
It's Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button.
Toward the
R2 button.
Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Entering play call. Pass sprint HB flat.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Cross button.
Throw is Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button. Square button.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Javonte Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Entering play call, special teams, who have 6 options, if off left is selected.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's Williams on the catch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down. And
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. So the completion.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A yard.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To throw again is Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 6.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 4 quarters.
To him after the last completion, but this time the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Entering play call. Go. Enter. Challenge. Super Stats. Coaching. Pop. Medical Center is selected. Entering. Injury report screen. 3 rows 4 columns. Left filter Panthers. Right filter all player name Q minors. Position. Injury type. Position. Player name no injured players. Cardinals selected. Player name Q minors. Position LG. Injury type pectoral strain. Injury length 1/4. Injury length 1/4. Injury type shoulder strain. Position LT. Player name Arokung. Player name Q minors. Player name C Acres. Position LT. Position LG. Injury type pectoral strain. Entering franchise screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Get him, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Suckup now set to kick it off following the main field goal.
This fielded right at the goal line.
R2 button.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No.
Entering play call. Go twice to
confidence.
AHP stretch.
Great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They start the drive.
R2 button.
It's Williams. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 on plan. There are 9 categories. Throw keep is selected. Coach suggest on plan. Coach empty slot under inside zone.
That one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cross button.
They'll run it with Williams.
Button.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 20.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 on plan. There are 9 player. There are 9 formation. There are pistol, gun, gold, hail, special team, single, I form, strong, glow, A, pod keep, AHB dive, AHB/FK and R, A, pod keep, pa and R, AHB zone WK. Cross button.
trying to run for it. Here's Williams.
R2 button.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Entering play call. Gun plan. Player. There. Formation. Weak. Fist. Gun. Goal. Hail. Spec. Sing. I form. Strong. Pod. AHD off tackle. End around. Double put. AHD off tackle. End around. Pod end around.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Entering play call. Gun plan. There. Coach suggest. Gun plan. Player. There. Formation. Weak. Fist. Gun. Goal. Hey. Special. Single. I form. Strong. I form. Mesh. AHD stretch.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run. It's Williams. Williams is going to have the 1st down and a little more.
Cross button.
Escapes
R2 button.
and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Javonte.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this 1st half, he's missed an extra point.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To Boyle here over the middle. Past the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A huge play there for Arizona. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work that...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson will throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he can...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
There, back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Damian Williams, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Ryan Succop for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. Rodgers on the return.
R2 button.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already.
Entering play call, 4 verticals, slot outs.
Play. But sometimes it's okay.
On plan, there are 9. Player, there are 9. Formation, concept, formation, strong. I form. Blue, AHB led dive.
Done by him. And, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. They'll run on first.
Button.
Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play.
Entering play call, close. There are 3 categories. Formation, strong. Close, you have AHP dive, pod key, paw and around, AHP zone WK.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the...
Entering play call, close. You have 9 options. HP zone WK. Punchy.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from them.
HP zone WK.
They're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Formation, there. Concept, there. Keep path, meet. Run, screen, play action. Pass sprint HB flat, paw HB wheel. Cross button.
Play action, Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Archie button.
Tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers matching up against the Indianapolis Colts. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And you'll see they've continued to run the ball well. It's been a staple of theirs all year as they look to move forward in these playoffs. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Entering gunplan, run out, throw it short, run outside, run inside.
Standing as NFC champions at the
defend
end.
Short pass, defend medium pass, defend deep pass.
All right.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And here's Rodgers to return.
R2 button.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of...
Entering play call, do. There are 2 categories. Do.
They know the stakes. They
know HB wheel.
Goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Off play action, Fields.
Square button.
Complete.
Archer button.
The target. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
Entering play call, do. There are 2 categories. You have 11 options. Do. Concept, there are 9 play type, there are 9 categories. Concept, formation, there are player, there are 9. Gun plan, there are 9. Running, AHB belly weak. Cross button.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
Cross button.
And he's got this down to the 35. Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way.
Entering play call. AHB belly weak. AHB inside zone. AHB dive. CNTRWK.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Williams.
R2 button.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it.
Entering play call. AHB belly weak.
Credit here.
AHB dive.
In this game.
AHB inside zone.
This is
AHB dive.
sustained
AHB inside zone.
time and making it work.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Williams.
R2 button.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Entering play call. Ground inside. You have on plan. There are clear. There are 9 formation. There concept. There are cheat path. Media. Dodge. Run. Screen path. Play action. Pass print H. Pass print HB flat. Pass print H. Pa HB wheel. Cross button.
Action. It's Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
Catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Entering play call. Do concept. There are screen pass. Run. Inside zone split. Cross button.
On first down.
Cross button.
Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pick.
Entering play call. Inside zone. There are 11 categories. You have 36 options. HT zone WK. Concept. There are play type. There are 9 pass. Special. Concept. Script. Keep pass. Meet. Option. Run. Screen pass. Play action. Pass print. Padu.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Cross button.
Fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Cross button. Cross button.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Remember, all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result, a Panthers.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
By them, they've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A chance
R1 button.
on the return. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Entering play call, dash spot, PHP dive.
On the last drive, when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now carry number 20 of the game. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Outside zone is selected.
Boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Close puck draw. AHB dive. Empty slot under.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Cross button.
Again, it's Williams.
R2 button.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, 207 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Entering play call. Curls combo. Smash return. Counter what? Z-spot. Empty flood switch. Z-spot. Cross button.
They'll run on first down.
Cross button.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here.
Entering play call. Coach suggests threatened spacing.
It's closed pretty quickly. And now
On plan, there are 9 categories. Run inside is. Option is set to undefined. Option is coach suggestions. On plan, there are run 26. AHP dive. 26 duo.
2nd and 8.
Cross button.
Now
R1 button.
to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Entering play call. On plan, there are 9 player. There are 9 category. Formation, there are 9 quick path. Option. Play action path. Do. Pared.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Cross button.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 18 options. Field goal 55 yards is selected. On plan, there are player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. Hail Mary. Special. Sing. I form. Single jet. Wing. Slug OC. Mesh. 26 duo.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. On plan. Player. There are 9. Formation. Concept. Formate. I for. Strong. Weak. Strong. A. Podkeep. Pa and around. AHB zone WK. Podkeep. AHB zone WK.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it.
Cross button.
Here we go with
Cross button.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down.
Entering play call. Close. You have 9 options. HB zone WK is selected.
Giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead
Podkeep.
and go after him?
HB zone WK.
Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Cross button.
They stick to the ground game on first down.
Button.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Entering play call. Pod keep. AHP dive. AHP/FK and dart. Cross button.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
It's a loss of 14 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Entering play call. AHB's formation. There are 9. Concept. Keep. Medium. Run. Script. Play action. Pass print HB. Pass print HB flat. Cross button.
Now it's Fields off the boot.
Square button. Triangle button.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the interception, here's Jackson.
He's got Cole on the slant.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
On the option right is Jackson. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down. Get a new set.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Play action. It's Jackson. toward the right sideline, but it's in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us.
Entering play call, do. There are 2 categories. You have 11 options. Pa do, pa HD wheel, pa do, pa sprint HD flat, pa sprint pa HD wheel.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Cross button.
Trying to shake off the interception.
Square button.
He's got the first
button.
Inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Entering, Padu. Concept, screen pass, run. Inside zone split.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cross-cutting.
They'll hand
Cross-cutting.
Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football.
Entering play concept. Play type, there are 9. Personnel, there are 9 cat. Play type, there are 9. Concept, there are 9 cat. Play type, RPO. Special, pass, run. Inside, AHD inside zone.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Cross-cutting.
They run it again with Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back.
Entering play call, inside handoff, there are 7. Play type, there are concept, there are option. With pass, media, cheap pass.
But they brought it back.
Formation, I form, strong, glow, AHD zone WK.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Cross-cutting.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
Entering play call, close. You have 9 options. AHB dive.
Runs.
Podkey.
Often a result
Pop and around.
on the perimeter. In this case,
Podkey.
caught holding, and this one will come back.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back.
Entering play call, close. AHB dive.
Panthers out in front.
AHB zone WK.
We begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And he'll give us running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 18 options. Field goal 52 yards. Gun plan. Player. There are formation. Concept. Screen. Play action. Do. Pa do. Pa sprint HB. Pa sprint HB fly. Pa HB wheel.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Cross button.
Snap it to Fields.
Triangle button. Square button.
Got an open
R2 button.
Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch.
Entering play call, concept. There are 9 formation. Strong.
And
Close. AHB dive.
I think you continue to do
Podkey.
so.
Pa and around. AHB zone WK.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Cross button.
Gonna give this time.
R2 button.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Entering play. Podkey. AHB zone WK.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Cross button.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Cross button.
It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Javonte Williams. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
To happen. But when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
On
the 43. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Close zone STRG is selected. 94 AHB dive.
Now a first down carry. It's
Cross button.
and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB zone WK is selected.
But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cross button.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williams, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB base is selected.
The same play again. Continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because
Gun plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Gun plan. There. Run in. AHB belly weak.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Cross button. R1 button.
Here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger.
Entering play call, coach gun plan. Player. There are 9. Formation. I form. Slot. Pabu Kung. AHB stretch.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Cross button.
They'll try and run for it.
Cross button.
Take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Javonte Williams scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with
with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out to Cole on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the 38, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cole. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Might get some stats, might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. A good run.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. This one swung out to Williams. Yeah, that's good for a game.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Jackson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rusher.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage. And
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, it's Jackson. That completes it again to Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Faster passes when they're going that fast. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw again is Jackson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Jackson. Looking left sideline, but it's in.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Again, Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Entering play 94 will inside zone.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Running to start the drive.
R1 button.
Kevin Pierre-Louis there to bring him down.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There PHP dive.
Inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Cross button.
Staying on the ground with Sam.
Cross button.
The stiff arm. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking.
Entering play call. Coach suggests spacing swing. Double the inside zone.
On the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a
inside zone.
okay, they'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Cross button.
Fields.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Cross button.
Oh, hit as he throws there in.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Field, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
On second and very short, Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To throw is Jackson. And he checks this one down to Williams. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Waddle now to return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And you can bet that they are starting to see
entering play PhD stretch.
Trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions, oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
Go. Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. PHP zone WK.
Positive gain, just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Cross button.
They'll keep it on the ground.
R2 buttons.
Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, punt plan, there are 9, formation, concept, keep pass, meet, run, screen, play action, pass print, HD wheel.
Cut. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Triangle button.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button. Triangle button. R2 button.
Play to the tight end Pitts.
Entering play call. Kick punt off tackle. Punt.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Jackson on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done,
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Here's Jackson to throw. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Everything in front of them, but they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Cross button.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. AHD dive. Triangle button.
To begin the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly.
Entering play call, coach inside zone. AHB zone WK.
He is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Cross button.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 Regoni scissors.
Because they've had a very nice
On
productive
plan, there are player, there are 9 formation, concept, screen, run, option, quick, media, deep pass, play action, screen, play action, pass sprint HD, pa HD wheel.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come. 57. Mike, 57.
Cross button.
Play fake. Now Fields to throw.
Triangle button.
That's into the hands of Pitts. The
Cross button.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go. Let's go.
Entering play call, there are 2 categories. You have 11 concept. There are 9 categories. There are 2 subcategories. Option is set to do 11 plays. You have 7 options. Play action pass is selected.